is Trivia for Kids, where it's not just for adults anymore.
Hey there, Big Shoots.
Hey there.
Happy 30th episode.
Yes. Woo woo! The big 30.
Episode age, same as my age. Come on. I'm not that much older than 30. Anyway, hi, welcome to episode 30 of Trivia for Kids, the podcast. I'm Casey.
I'm Quinn, and this is going to be a very awesome podcast. Well,
Episode.
Yeah.
Well, we like to think the whole podcast is awesome, but
It is.
this episode is going to be extra great.
It is.
So we just came in from outside and I caught something for the kids. Well, actually, I saved something's life and then the kids got to see it and pet it because of that. What was it?
A hermit crab. I'm just joking.
Yep, in the middle
It was a baby bunny.
A baby cottontail rabbit, and our neighbor's cat was chasing it, and it already had bit its arm, and I chased the cat away and rescued the baby bunny. Thank you very much. I grew up on a farm, so I am very, very
good with animals.
I don't know if I'm good with animals, but I just have a big heart for animals, especially cute little baby bunnies. Oh, so sweet. And then we let it go, and one of our neighbors has a beautiful landscaped floral garden, and we let it go in there. So I'm sure it will live a very happy life.
Yep.
And we went to the pool today, even though it wasn't very warm, but it was still fun.
But there wasn't many people there, which was a good thing.
Yeah, you guys swam and swam. So we had a good night.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do this here thing called the joke of the week.
Oh, I got one. What do you call an illegally parked frog?
Not a clue.
Toad.
Toad. I like that.
That's a play on words.
That is a play on words. Toad, T-O-A-D. Toad, T-O-W-E-D. Ooh, good one, Quinn. I like it. All right, let's go.
Yup. Here's how the show works. Trivia for Kids consists of 5 rounds with 7 questions each. We will announce the answers at the end of each round. Each new round will have a different category. After the 5th round, we will have the final exam, which will test you on the toughest questions we have covered in the previous rounds. Everyone ready? Let's get started.
Round 1. The category is the Little Mermaid. Question 1. How many sisters does Ariel have? Question 2. What is the present Prince Eric received in the movie? Question 3. What did Ariel do with the fork when she was eating with Eric? Question 4. Before Sebastian sets the mood with the song Kiss the Girl, who unsuccessfully attempts to serenade Ariel and Prince Eric? Question 5. What are the names of Ursula's pet eels? Question 6. Who is Ariel's best friend? Question 7. What is the name of Prince Eric's dog?
And now the answers to round 1. Question 1. How many sisters does Ariel have?
6. They're all older, which means she's the baby. And their names are Atina, Alana, Adela, Aquata, Arista, and Andrina.
I like Aquata.
Aquata. They sing it in that song where they're like,
Aquata.
We are the daughters of Triton. something, 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 and named us well. And then they're like, Atina.
Question 2. What is the present Prince Eric received in the movie?
A statue of himself.
Wouldn't that be a great birthday gift? You're like, I don't know what to get this year. Your grandma's just like, here, I buy you something. I think you'll like it. It's a statue of yourself.
I love the face that he makes after he like takes off the blanket and looks at the statue, and it's sort of like a, huh? Like a what in the world is this face?
Like a, thank you so much.
All right, so your birthday is soon. Would you like a life-size statue of yourself?
I don't care. It just has to be big.
Okay.
Question 3. What did Ariel do with the fork when she was eating with Eric?
She combed her hair with it. Oh, Ariel.
You're just out with someone. You pick up a fork and...
She was so proud of it, too. She was like, oh, I know what to do with this. And she starts combing her hair, and then she's like, oh, not quite.
Question 4. Before Sebastian sets the mood with the song Kiss the Girl, who unsuccessfully attempts to serenade Ariel and Prince Eric?
Scuttle.
So what happens?
Do you know that? Remember that part? Like Scuttle, he's like, ooh, I'll, set the mood for them because he wants them to kiss and fall in love so that her voice comes back. And he's like,
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't great.
We got a lot of voices coming from old Casey here. Question 5. What are the names of Ursula's pet eels?
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Question 6. Who is Ariel's best friend?
Flounder.
I like Flounder.
Yeah, he's a nice little friend.
Oh, don't be such a guppy. Question 7. What is the name of Prince Eric's dog?
Max. I feel like that's a pretty common dog name. I feel like there's a lot of Maxes. Round 2. The category is horses. Thanks to Zoe for her category idea. You're awesome, Zoe. Question 1. What is the fastest recorded sprinting speed of a horse? Question 2. How many pounds did Samson, the largest horse on record, weigh? Question 3. To what age did Old Billy, the oldest horse on record, live? Question 4. What is the term used for an enclosed riding area? Question 5. What is the name used for a person who shoes or trims the horse's feet? A farrier, a trimmer, or a wielder? Question 6. Where are a horse's 2 blind spots? Question 7. What is the name of the spongy triangular pad at the bottom of a horse's hoof? And now the answers to round 2. Question 1. What is the fastest recorded sprinting speed of a horse?
55 miles per hour. Oh man, that's like cheetah speed.
That's fast.
Not quite, but.
Did you know that when I was little, I had a horse? And do you know what his name was?
Snickers?
Hank. Hank the horse.
So you're telling everybody, but you've never told me this?
Oh, Hank was a great horse. Question 2. How many pounds did Samson, the largest horse on record, weigh? Did I say largest? Largest? How much did the largest horse weigh?
3,360 pounds, and he was 21.2 hands high. For reference, one hand is 4 inches, so he was 85.6 inches tall, or just over 7 feet tall.
A 7-foot, 3,000-pound horse.
Is
That would be a little
Is that
scary.
like him on all fours and you're just measuring his head, or is,
I think
is that like standing up?
Nope, I think when you measure a horse, it's from the ground up to like his front shoulders, or like the top of his back where his front shoulders are.
So it's not his head?
No, I don't think his head counts.
Oh man, then his head must be
Even
really
even
tall.
taller. Question 3. To what age did old Billy, the oldest horse on record, live?
62 years old. So we have old Bertha.
Bertha was the oldest cow.
And
old
then we have
Billy,
old Billy.
62 years old? That's old. Horses usually live between like 20 to 30 years, which is a long time, but man, 62?
I think he would have grown like gray hair.
I think he had an old man beard. Old Billy had a long like Billy goat beard. Question 4. What is the term used for an enclosed riding area?
An arena. Is that what you call like a rodeo?
Yeah, that's what, like a
Okay.
rodeo arena. Yep.
Okay.
Question 5. What is the name used for the person who shoes or trims your horse's feet? A farrier, a trimmer, or a wielder?
A farrier. I would guess trimmer because they trim feet.
Yeah, do you know that somebody's job is to go and trim horse hooves?
Is that still a job?
Oh, yeah. Like,
Oh.
especially for race horses or, horses that have actual jobs that they need their feet to work well. So they have to keep their hooves trimmed or their feet start to hurt them. It's an important job. Question 6. Where are the horse's 2 blind spots?
Directly in front of his nose and directly behind his tail.
Well, so if you think about a horse, what it looks like, its eyes are kind of on both sides of his face, right? So it can't see directly in front of him because his eyes are on either side of his face.
And he can't see directly
Behind him because he can't look around that much. So when you're walking behind a horse, you have to be extra careful and you have to let the horse know. You have to kind of touch him and let him know, like, okay, I'm here. I'm on this side. I'm going behind you. Be aware that I'm here so that you don't startle it and then it might kick you. So,
or you could just run around him.
well, if you're far enough away, but horses can kick a long distance.
I don't know.
Question 7. What is the name of the spongy triangular pad at the bottom of a horse's hoof?
The frog.
Round 3. The category is Canada. Listener Jack sent us this fun category idea. Thanks so much, Jack. Question 1. Canada has around 2,860 of what locations? Twice as many as the United States. Question 2. Quebec is the world's top producer of what condiment? Question 3. The beaver is one of Canada's national animals. What mammal is the other? Question 4. People in Churchill, Manitoba leave their cars unlocked for people escaping what? Question 5. The world's smallest what can be found in the Yukon? Question 6. Canada has more what than any other country in the world? Question 7. What type of pizza was created by Sam Panopoulos in Chatham, Ontario in 1962?
And now the answers to round 3.
So listener Jack sent us this category, which I love because it's super unique. Do you think Jack is from Canada or just likes Canada or has family in Canada?
Well, I'm guessing family, but if you live in Canada, I'd be jealous.
I will tell you something. I've met quite a few Canadians in my life, and Canadian people are so nice. I have not ever met an unfriendly Canadian. They're fun, they like to have a good time, and they're super friendly. So shout out to the Canadians.
Question 1. Canada has around 2,860 of what locations? Twice as many as the United States.
Hockey rinks. They play a lot of hockey in Canada.
Question 2. Quebec is the world's top producer of what condiment?
Maple syrup. The province makes about 73% of the global supply. So I like that you said Quebec in a different way because that is a name that can be pronounced so many different ways. Because I think
Quebec
or Quebec.
I just didn't know what to say, so I'm just like,
I feel like you said it like Canadians say it. I've been to Quebec.
Quebec.
Did you know that they speak French and English in Quebec?
Do they have an accent?
Yeah, a French one.
Oh, enchanté.
Yeah.
Question 3. The beaver is one of Canada's national animals. What mammal is the other?
I would have guessed moose, but the answer is the Canadian horse. The Canadian horse is usually black, bay, or brown, and descends from the horses sent by King Louis XIV of France to his subjects in New France in 1665. So maybe that's why in Montreal, Quebec, they speak French, because it used to be owned by the French or run by the French.
That's cool. Question 4. People in Churchill, Manitoba leave their cars unlocked for people escaping these.
Polar bears. It's one of several local strategies designed to mitigate attacks, which is great. Because if there's a polar bear
it's
chasing
also
you,
not very great.
well,
if you leave your valuables in there.
that's true. But I told you, Canadian people are friendly and nice, so maybe they're just like, nah, nobody will steal my car. I'm just worried about the polar bears.
Question 5. The world's smallest what can be found in the Yukon?
Yukon. You're saying Yukon, and it's Yukon. Doesn't that sound different? Anyway,
No.
it's the world's smallest desert, specifically Car-Cross Desert, which measures only 2.6 square kilometers.
Question 6. Canada has more what than any other country in the world?
Lakes. Some 9% of Canada's surface area is covered by fresh water. Did you know Canada had the most lakes in the world?
I did not. Question 7. What kind of pizza was created by Sam Panopoulos in Chatham, Ontario in 1962?
You might think it's Canadian bacon, but it's Hawaiian pizza. He had a hunch that the sweet pineapple and savory ham would go well together. Tell me your thoughts on Hawaiian pizza, Miss Quinn.
Well, I can give you one thought. The pineapple, I don't know, it's too sweet for me.
I love a good Hawaiian pizza, especially with some red pepper flakes to spice it up a little bit. Yum. Round 4. The category is Pokémon. This category idea and all the questions were submitted by listener Lane. Great work, Lane. Question 1. What is the name of the professor that gave Ash his Pikachu? Question 2. True or false? Pikachu and Ash were best friends right away. Question 3. How many arms does Machamp have? Question 4. How many Pokemon types are there? Question 5. True or false? Magikarp is the strongest Pokemon ever. Question 6. True or false? Ash's Charizard is very lazy. Question 7. In the game Pokemon Legends of Arceus, what is the name of the Pokemon that is the first one to get a frenzy? And now the answers to round 4. So for round 4 answers, we had to bring in our resident Pokemon advisor.
Ren.
Hi, Ren. Welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Thanks for helping us out with this category because, as you know, I know zero about Pokemon. So thank you for helping.
You're welcome.
Question 1. What is the name of the professor that gave Ash his Pikachu?
Professor Oak.
Do you know who that is?
No. I don't do Pokemon game.
You
I
just
like,
trade cards? Gotcha. Question 2. True or false? Pikachu and Ash were best friends right away.
False.
Guess they didn't like each other. Took them a while to get along, maybe. Question 3. How many arms does Machamp have?
We didn't know how to pronounce Machamp, so
If it's Machamp or
if we got it wrong,
Machamp.
if we
Sorry.
got it wrong, we're so sorry.
How many arms does he have?
4.
4 arms. Question 4. How many Pokemon types are there?
18.
How many Pokemon cards do you have?
205.
Wow. That's impressive because you started with 0. So Ren, she's kind of an entrepreneur because all of these Pokemon cards she has, she started with 0. And then she just took cards that kids didn't want anymore. And then she just started trading up and getting better and getting better. Now she has all these cards. So you kind of have like a little Pokemon business that you started with 0 Pokemons. Pretty cool. Question 5. True or false? Magikarp is the strongest Pokemon ever.
False.
Question 6. True or false? Ash's Charizard is very lazy.
Very, very, very false.
What is a Charizard?
It is this big like dragon thing, and most of the time it has 330 lives.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds pretty awesome.
It's like your cat. They only have like 9 lives.
Oh, question 7. In the game Pokemon Legends of Arceus, what is the name of the Pokemon that is the first one to get a frenzy?
Cleaver.
So, if we said any of these names incorrectly, we apologize, right? Round 5. The category is purple. Question 1. What is the Spanish word for purple? Question 2. In the movie Home, what is the main character's name? Question 3. What vegetable is not very common but is known for its purple color? Question 4. What purple cat is in the movie Alice in Wonderland? Question 5. In the movie Inside Out, which emotion is the color purple? Question 6. True or false? There are words that rhyme with purple. Question 7. There are 2 countries with flags that have a small amount of purple in them. Name one.
And now the answers to round 5. Question 1. What is the Spanish word for purple?
Morado.
Morado.
Quinn is doing Spanish camp this week. There are Spanish colors. Some of them are very hard, like anaranjado and amarillo.
Café.
What's that, brown?
That one's not too hard. Question 2. In the movie Home, what is the main character's name?
Oh,
I
He's
love
so
this movie
cute.
so much.
he's so cute.
I like his voice.
I like
his
the shusher.
personality.
Shush, shush, shush. When he hits him on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question 3. What vegetable is not very common and known for its purple color?
Eggplant.
I've never had an eggplant.
It's really popular in, like, you can have eggplant parmesan, which is like chicken parmesan, except you use the eggplant in place of the chicken for a vegetarian dish. I know Aunt Stacy makes it in Italy a lot.
Nice. Question 4. What purple cat is in the movie Alice in Wonderland?
The Cheshire Cat. What's unique about him?
He's always smiling.
There, he has a big, like, kind of creepy grin.
He looks like a tiger, but purple.
Yep.
Question 5. In the movie Inside Out, what emotion is purple?
Fear.
He's my favorite.
Is he? Disgust is my favorite. I also like sadness too, though. That's such a cute movie.
Question 6. True or false? There are words that rhyme with purple.
True. Even though I had always heard that there's no words that rhyme with purple,
I don't think there's one for orange.
but words that rhyme with purple include herple, kerple, discerple, and these words don't sound even like words, but we looked them up and they are words. Do you remember what a kerple was? I feel like, oh yeah. So a kerple is the hindquarters or the rump of a horse. Maybe we should have done that in the horse category.
Huh.
Oh, and a herple is to walk with a limp.
Question 7. There are 2 countries with flags that have a small amount of purple in them. Name one.
Nicaragua and Dominica. I didn't even know Dominica was a country, first of all, but it's an island in the Caribbean. Not the Dominican Republic. This is different. But Dominica has a purple parrot on it, and then like the breast of the parrot is purple. And Nicaragua has a rainbow in the center of its flag, and then the rainbow has a purple stripe. And now it's time for the final exam. Now remember, you've heard these questions in the previous rounds, but these were the hardest ones we've had. So use your memory and try to think back to what the answers are. Question 1. What are the names of Ursula's pet eels?
Flotsam and Jetsam.
Question 2. What is the fastest recorded sprinting speed of a horse?
55 miles per hour.
Question 3. Why do people leave their cars unlocked in Churchill, Manitoba?
To hide from polar bears.
Question 4. How many Pokemon types are there?
18.
Question 5. Quebec is the world's top producer of what condiment?
Maple syrup.
Question 6. What is the name of Prince Eric's dog?
Max.
Question 7. What purple cat is in the movie Alice in Wonderland?
The Cheshire Cat. And that's the big 30, folks.
That's
Woo!
it. 30 episodes. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Hey, and I was just thinking, so we always ask you guys to submit category or question ideas, but you could also submit an idea for
The joke of the week.
Yeah, send us some jokes. Send us some real funny ones, and we'll put them on the show. Trivia for Kids podcast at gmail.com.
We'll be excited to put them on there, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Please follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Trivia for Kids Podcast. And if you have a question idea or even an entire category, please email us at triviaforkidspodcast@gmail.com.